Tonight in Monaco, something extraordinary is happening, and you're about to witness it from the very front row. As the sun disappears behind the Riviera skyline, the city transforms into a glowing runway for the most breathtaking arrivals you will ever see. The world's most elegant and influential women step out in stunning fashion, driving supercars so rare that most people will never see them outside of a museum. Their presence alone stops conversations, freezes traffic, and turns the entire nightlife scene into a real-life movie. But what truly sets this night apart isn't just the cars, it's the atmosphere, the confidence, the energy, the quiet power that follows these Monaco ladies everywhere they go. Every arrival feels like a statement, every engine sounds like a signature, and every moment is a glimpse into a world reserved for only the top tier of global wealth. Stay with this video until the end, because what happens later tonight will reveal why these women are considered the true icons of Monaco's billionaire lifestyle, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. If you enjoy this world of luxury, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Inside the Billionaires for more elite Monaco moments. The moment the first supercar glides into Casino Square, you can feel the entire atmosphere shift, as if Monaco itself is holding its breath. This isn't just any arrival, it's the kind of entrance that sends camera phones flying into the air and makes every passerby stop mid-conversation. The sound of a finely tuned V12 echoing between the historic buildings instantly tells everyone, one of Monaco's elite ladies has arrived. Under the golden lights of the casino, her car becomes a moving sculpture. A Ferrari Monza with a custom pearl finish, or perhaps a Bugatti Chiron shimmering in a shade you'll never see in a showroom. Each vehicle is a masterpiece chosen with intention, personality, and unmistakable confidence. But the real moment people wait for is when the door opens, and she steps out with a calm, effortless elegance that turns the entire square into a silent audience. There's no rushing, no need to pose, her presence is enough. Every step feels choreographed by the city itself. The sound of heels on marble, the glow of diamonds catching the streetlights, and the soft breeze carrying the scent of Monaco's coastal night. Even tourists who had no idea what they were about to witness find themselves whispering, "Who is she?" And just when you think the excitement reaches its peak, another engine roars from the distance, deeper, sharper, unmistakably exotic. It's a signal that this is only the beginning, because the true magic of Monaco happens when multiple Monaco ladies arrive one after another, turning Casino Square into a living runway of supercars, elegance, and unspoken power, leaving everyone wondering what and who will appear next as the night continues to escalate. If you think a supercar is just a machine, Monaco will rewrite that belief in seconds. Here, a car isn't simply transportation, it's identity, reputation, and artistry woven into metal and carbon fiber. And for Monaco's elite women, every vehicle they own must be something the world has never seen before. Their supercars are not purchased, they're commissioned, sculpted through private sessions with designers, color studios, and personalization ateliers hidden deep within Europe's most prestigious automotive brands. Imagine a Lamborghini Revuelto finished in a shade created from crushed mother-of-pearl, glowing subtly under the Riviera moonlight. Or a Pagani Huayra with interior stitching customized to match the exact hue of its owner's evening gown. Some have steering wheels engraved with initials, others feature hand-painted motifs inspired by Mediterranean waves or Monaco's iconic skyline. These aren't modifications, they're bespoke masterpieces costing more than an average penthouse in most cities. And what truly sets these cars apart is their rarity. Many of these women commission one-off editions, meaning only a single unit exists on the entire planet. When one arrives in Monte Carlo, collectors whisper, photographers freeze, and car enthusiasts pull out their phones in disbelief. It's not uncommon for a single personalized option to exceed $80,000 just for a unique exterior shade that will never be recreated. But the most fascinating part isn't the price or rarity. It's the intention behind each design. Every curve, color, and detail expresses a personal story, a memory, a milestone, or even a quiet declaration of independence in a world dominated by luxury. And just when you think you've seen the most breathtaking custom creation of the night, another engine purrs to life from around the corner. A sound so distinct and so refined that everyone instinctively turns, knowing that the next arrival might reveal an even more extraordinary masterpiece, one reserved only for Monaco's most enigmatic women. There is a certain type of woman in Monaco who doesn't need flashing lights, designer logos, or loud attention to make a statement. She arrives without an entourage, without photographers waiting, and without any attempt to be seen, yet the moment she steps out of her supercar, everyone senses something different. These are the quiet billionaire ladies, the most intriguing figures of the Riviera. Unlike socialites who thrive on visibility, these women have mastered the art of presence without noise. Their elegance is subtle but unmistakable. A perfectly tailored silhouette, understated jewelry with museum-level value, and a gaze that carries the calm authority of someone who makes decisions worth millions. They do not walk, they glide, moving with a level of self-assurance that comes only from absolute independence. Their cars reflect the same philosophy. Instead of bold colors or eye-catching wraps, their supercars often feature matte finishes, deep tones, or minimalist aesthetics that whisper luxury rather than shout it. A matte midnight blue Ferrari Roma, a satin gray Aston Martin DBS, or a bespoke Bentley Continental in storm silver, each one quietly announces a life of extreme refinement. What fascinates observers most is their mystery. No one truly knows their stories. Some say they are heirs to old European fortunes. Others whisper they are tech investors, art collectors, or partners in global ventures. They rarely post on social media, rarely attend public events, and yet they are always recognized, not because of fame, but because of unmistakable aura. When one of these women appears at Casino Square, conversations drop to a hush. People rearrange themselves just to catch a glimpse, not out of curiosity alone, but out of admiration for a lifestyle defined by power without spectacle. And just when the crowd thinks they've witnessed the most captivating presence of the night, the soft hum of another engine approaches, deeper, smoother, carrying the promise that an even more enigmatic, quiet billionaire lady may be about to step into the light, changing the entire atmosphere once again. In Monaco, the real competition isn't spoken, it's worn. The moment a billionaire lady steps out of her supercar, the entire square becomes a silent fashion arena where every detail matters. This isn't the kind of fashion battle you see in magazines or red carpets. Here, elegance speaks through precision, subtlety, and the confidence of women who understand luxury better than anyone on earth. Each arrival is a masterclass in style. One woman might step out of a custom-painted Ferrari wearing a flowing Dior haute couture gown, each stitch crafted by hand. Another may glide from a Bugatti Chiron dressed in a minimalist yet impossibly refined Valentino silhouette. The jewelry alone could light up the entire plaza: rare diamonds, antique earrings, and pieces sourced from private ateliers known only to elite collectors. But what truly defines Monaco's fashion scene is intention. These women don't dress to impress others. They dress to express dominance, identity, and a lifestyle polished through years of exposure to global luxury. Their outfits complement their supercars perfectly. Rose gold silk with a champagne gold McLaren, deep emerald velvet with a matte green Aston Martin, icy silver satin with a one-off Pagani. Even bystanders feel the tension, not competitive, but magnetic. Each appearance raises the bar a little higher, pushing the next arrival to be even more mesmerizing. Fashion photographers who happen to be in Monaco for unrelated events often say that a single night outside Casino Square feels more iconic than an entire fashion week. And yet, with all this beauty and precision, the most captivating part is the unpredictability. No one knows who will appear next, or what extraordinary ensemble will reshape the atmosphere. As the night deepens, whispers begin to spread through the crowd. Rumors of a woman known for wearing the most daring couture pieces in Europe. And when the soft purr of a rare V12 approaches from the far end of the boulevard, the entire square turns in anticipation, sensing that the next arrival might not just outshine every outfit before, but redefine Monaco's fashion power completely. When the clock strikes 11 p.m. in Monaco, the city shifts into a completely different rhythm. one that only a few people in the world are ever allowed to see. The supercar arrivals may dominate the early evening, but it's the late-night gatherings that truly reveal the heartbeat of the billionaire lifestyle. Behind softly lit terraces, velvet-roped lounges, and private balconies overlooking the Riviera, Monaco's elite women step into a world where luxury reaches its highest form. These gatherings are not your typical nightlife experiences. They don't revolve around loud music or crowded dance floors. Instead, they take place in curated spaces, private rooms inside Jimmy's, hidden terraces at Koya, and invitation-only lounges that overlook the entire Monte Carlo skyline. Each location is designed to provide privacy, comfort, and an atmosphere where important relationships are built, quietly. A single table here can cost more than a luxury vacation. Some VIP spots require a minimum of $20,000 just to sit down, while others are reserved exclusively for well-known figures in business, fashion, or international finance. But what truly makes these nights extraordinary is the calm elegance the Monaco ladies bring with them. They don't come to show off. They come to connect, to unwind, and to engage in conversations that often shape future collaborations. There is an unspoken code within these gatherings: discretion, respect, and sophistication. No filming, no interruptions, no chaotic crowds, only refined conversations accompanied by rare champagne, Mediterranean breezes, and the constant glow of the city reflecting off the sea. Every now and then, a new arrival will cause the room to shift, someone whose presence carries weight, whose connections stretch across continents, someone who instantly becomes the center of quiet attention. And as the night continues, just when the mood settles into a perfect harmony of luxury and mystery, the soft echo of footsteps approaches the private entrance. The lights dim slightly, the music softens, and the atmosphere sharpens with anticipation. Because the next woman walking in might be the most influential Monaco figure of the entire evening. In Monaco, not all important meetings take place in a boardroom. Some of Europe's most influential conversations begin quietly, sometimes with just a nod between a Monaco billionaire and an international guest. These encounters seem natural, almost casual, but they carry the weight of decisions that can reshape industries. It often begins with a subtle moment, a prominent tech founder arriving from a late helicopter flight into a quiet lounge overlooking Port Hercule. A few minutes later, a Monaco woman walks in, her presence calm, her mere presence changing the energy of the room. Their worlds may seem different, but in Monaco's power ecosystem, they fit perfectly together. The discussions here are not loud or dramatic. They whisper over crystal glasses, converse on leisurely strolls along the river, or share in private lounges where staff are trained to guard secrets at all costs. These women are not just wealthy. They are connectors, visionaries, and decision makers. Many have stakes in global real estate portfolios, sustainable tech startups, luxury fashion houses, and even Formula One partnerships. For visitors, it's surprising how naturally these conversations come. For Monaco's elite, it's simply part of the lifestyle. They understand influence, timing, and relationships better than most world leaders. Their opinions are sought because they combine intuition with experience, elegance with strategy. Often, these encounters last just a few minutes. A shared idea, a strategic proposal, a potential collaboration, nothing forced, but everything carefully considered. And when the conversation ends, both parties leave with a new direction, a new possibility, or a new alliance in the making. But the most fascinating thing is how unpredictable these meetings are. You never know who might walk through the doors of a private rooftop lounge or step out of a supercar at the exact moment a powerful investor arrives. The moment a Monaco billionaire lady starts her engine, something magical happens. The street transforms into a silent runway, and her supercar becomes the centerpiece of a performance only she can deliver. Unlike the aggressive, high-speed driving you might see elsewhere, Monaco's elite women have perfected a style that blends precision, grace, and quiet confidence. Their driving isn't about showing power, it's about showing control. Every movement is intentional. The way they glide through the curves of the Riviera, the way they slow just enough for the spectators to take in the moment, and the way the headlights paint soft reflections on the historic buildings, all of it feels choreographed. A McLaren Artura rolling past Casino Square at just the right pace, a Ferrari Roma easing into a perfect parking line, or a Rolls-Royce Ghost moving like a whisper down the promenade, each car becomes part of the woman's expression. Even the sound is different when they drive. Instead of aggressive revving, their engines produce a smooth, elegant growl, tuned for refinement rather than noise. Car enthusiasts often claim they can recognize a Monaco lady by the sound of her supercar alone, a balance of engineering and elegance rarely seen anywhere else. But the most captivating detail is how naturally they command attention without trying. Cameras turn, people make space, and the entire environment shifts as their cars glide by. It's not speed that fascinates the crowd. It's the finesse, the style, the mastery. These women make the act of driving look effortless, almost artistic. And on certain nights, when multiple Monaco ladies find themselves on the same stretch of road, the scene becomes unforgettable. A silent procession of supercars moving in perfect harmony, like a luxury ballet performed on wheels. Just as the crowd believes they've witnessed the most mesmerizing display of the night, another headlight emerges from the far end of the boulevard. Its silhouette unfamiliar, its tone deeper, promising that the next arrival might elevate Monaco's nighttime runway to an entirely new level. There is one moment in Monaco that even longtime locals still talk about with awe: the rare and unpredictable phenomenon when several billionaire ladies arrive on the same street at the same time. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, the entire city seems to pause, as if the Riviera itself recognizes the significance of the moment. It begins with a single supercar rolling into view, elegant and confident. Then another appears from the opposite side, and then a third. Within seconds, the street transforms into a lineup of automotive masterpieces: Ferraris, Bugattis, McLarens, Bentleys, each one customized, each one representing a story of wealth, taste, and influence. The sight is so extraordinary that even residents accustomed to luxury stop to take it in. What makes these moments so powerful isn't just the cars, it's the women behind them. Each carries a distinct aura. One radiates quiet sophistication, another exudes fearless confidence, and another commands attention without saying a word. When they step out of their vehicles, the air shifts. Conversations soften, cameras rise, and the entire street becomes a stage where elegance performs without scripts. The synergy is undeniable. Their fashion styles complement each other, the colors of their cars create a visual harmony, even their steps seem to fall into a natural rhythm. It feels less like a coincidence and more like the universe orchestrated a perfect scene that will never be replicated in the same way again. Tourists who witness it often say it feels like a private chapter of a movie, one they were never meant to see. Locals call it the Monaco alignment, a fleeting alignment of beauty, luxury, and power. And just as the crowd believes this once-in-a-lifetime moment has reached its peak, a distant, thunder-soft engine note echoes from down the boulevard, hinting that one final arrival might surpass everything witnessed so far, pushing the night into legendary territory. As the night settles over Monaco and the supercars finally quiet beneath the glow of Monte Carlo's lights, one thing becomes undeniably clear. This city isn't just a destination. It's a living stage where elegance, power, and luxury are performed with effortless precision. Watching the Monaco ladies arrive, glide through the streets, and shape the entire atmosphere with their presence feels like witnessing the heartbeat of the billionaire world in real time. Every step they take, every supercar they command, every silent interaction they share adds another layer to Monaco's mystique. These women don't simply participate in the nightlife, they define it. They turn ordinary streets into cinematic moments and transform simple evenings into unforgettable memories for anyone fortunate enough to watch. And while tonight's arrivals may come to an end, the fascination never does. Monaco always holds another surprise, another breathtaking entrance, another unseen chapter waiting just beyond the next curve of the Riviera. If you want to keep exploring this world of beauty, wealth, and power, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Inside the Billionaires, where every episode brings you closer to the untold stories behind Monaco's most extraordinary women and their luxury lifestyle.